Hey everybody, Brian the Wild Armenian, ride carport builder, mechanic, real estate investor, old Kaiser, whatever you want to call me. Don't call me late for lunch. And brr, it's cold today. You know, yesterday was nice in the morning. I know in about a couple of hours I'll be peeling this jacket off. And for for March to, gosh, it's cold, you know, and Bike Week's going on right now in Daytona, and those bikers like it a little cold though. It's not so hot sitting in the middle of the sun, but they're going to have good weather this week. I'm telling you, really good. Well, you know, I haven't done this in a while. I started this book, believe it or not. I started. This book. If I'm not going to tell you what this book is, well, it's my Social Security retirement workbook. And I started this before I retired. And I kept calling the Social Security office. I kept punching the numbers, figuring out. I wanted to retire when I was 62, but it ended up, I waited until I was 65. Medicare kicked in. Yada, 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 you know, and all that. And, you know, I had cancer, colon cancer many years ago, and I had some underlying health issues. And medicine's very expensive and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. You can say, yeah, fear factor, or I just didn't want to start roading into my money. I'm figuring, you know, if Medicare is going to kick in, and it's basically Part A is free, okay? So, you know, why not take advantage and wait a little longer, work a few more years, you know, put up with it. Trust me, I was ready to retire at 55. No less 65. I mean 62. But anyway, that's besides that. But I did retire at 65. Last year, my first year of retirement, full, you know, and I did, you know what, I did pretty good. I was kind of naive at the beginning, you know, overzealous, you know, and it was just all new learned behavior. And I'm telling you what, now I'm going on my second year. This is 1 year and 3 months now. You count this month, March, you know. And well, I'm still, you know, there's days I'm still kind of trying to get used to doing it, you know, being retired. And like I said in my previous videos, you know, I've always been an outside thinker, outside the box thinker kind of guy, you know, and I'm always motivated, you know, trying to find deals in my head. My mind works that way. And then there's some days, I told the wife the other day, I said, you know what, I think I'm going to go back to working. And she looked at me like she's ready to hit me upside the head with a pan. I said, she said, don't work for anybody. I said, no, I don't mean I'm going to go work for somebody, you know, start my own business or do something, you know. I don't know. And then I thought, I don't know. Let me go work out my old truck, you know. But, you know, maybe that's a possibility. Maybe I've known guys that, you know, in their 70s have their own little businesses and they're happy. I don't know a few guys like that. So, you know, that's a possibility. If I find it where, you know, I don't know, if I'm relaxed about it, I think that's what it's going to be. If I'm relaxed about it. If not, I'm not, you know. I don't know. It's just, I have to have a passion for it, I guess what I'm trying to say, if I want to do it, you know, and if something I want to do and I make money. Now, this old truck I've been working on, God, I kind of went back to my videos to document, when did I start on this stupid thing, you know? And as far as I can tell, going back to my videos, it's been about 7 months I started this thing from ground up. And earlier, and I think before I retired, I had the old motor, the old flathead 8 standing on the ground, you know, and before it was even in the chassis. So, you know, and the wife keeps telling me, don't sell this truck. You keep this one. You need something. But, you know, if I go to a car show and I'm going down the road and somebody wants to offer me the cash I want to get for it, adios. You know, I'm that way. I don't know why. I guess I'm liquid. And that's kind of what it is. You know, I got what I'm trying to, I'm going to go off to another beaten pattern with the trail with this conversation. But, you know, it's to me, I know I got a lot labor of love. It's materialism. I don't know. I look at it that way. And if I can make a few bucks, my papers are getting blown away. Hang on. If I can make a few bucks, sorry about that. the wind got picked up there and picked up and blew my stuff around. And, I will, but I don't know. Something tells me just keep it, enjoy it. And she is right. Maybe I'll enjoy this whole trip. I don't know. It all depends. It might piss me off and I'll go, bye. Who knows? But I don't know. For right now, it's giving me something to do, and I've been working hard at it too, man. I just haven't, slowed down. Excuse me 1 minute. I dropped my papers down here. Whew. Yeah, so anyway, back again. Sorry about that. The wind kicked up, and now it's calm. It's really weird. It was like a big old gust of wind. It just went through here. Yeah, North Central Florida is like that. It's kind of screwy weather, but it beats. I was talking to my friend up in the northern state, and they got 15 degrees, so I can't do that. No way. But getting back to what my video is about today in this book. I started talking about the truck and all this other garbage, and I didn't get to what I'm doing. So anyway, I started documenting what I was doing. And 2023. Okay. And then I went into 2024, February. It was my first day of retirement, or first, month of the year, I guess. Well, I retired, I think it was Christmas, and if memory serves me right, I went through the Christmas holiday with the company. I took advantage of the paid vacations from them, the holiday pay. And I think right there I waited until their pay period ended in the middle of the month, and I said, adios. But I found out that I ended up getting a W-2 this year from the company. There was 1 week or something, and I got every bit of it. I don't know. It was weird. It was $60. I got $60 income tax check. That won't happen again, I guess. Not unless I go work for myself. But what I'm getting at, I'm not trying to beat around the bush. Sorry, I'm trying to get to that, so bear with me. Between the wind blowing my papers around and all this other stuff, you know why I can't get nothing done. It takes longer to do things because it takes longer to do things for me in retirement. That's why I can't get things done. Wonder why I got things done in working for somebody. Wow. Anyway, getting back to this book again. Okay, so I put everything down as far as expenses. Everything from even going out to eat, gas, and I over the year, over the years, let's see, this is in July, let's say 2024. I figured, okay, I went to Lowe's, Northern Tools Equipment, I bought $29. Harbor Freight, I went and spent $35 there. Tithing to the church, $150. Lowe's, $150. The AC man, had to pay him $160 to fix the air conditioner. Food that month was $600. And that's our grocery bill. And back in 2023, I allotted on my budget. I got a budget here. And I allotted then, in 2023, $600 on groceries alone, okay? Now, when I say groceries, Tide, or, if we get fabric softeners, aluminum foil, food, steaks, chicken, and that's basically, I kind of dial that in as far as grocery. And this is interesting. This is very interesting. We talk about inflation. You get all these YouTubers out here and, the charts and the statistics and all this. This is all real time, people. This is what's happening. I'm being very transparent, okay? This is what I did back then. I got the dates and everything. I allotted myself $600, for example. Okay, last month, February, I already did the inventory on my expenses. Ready for this? Groceries that I spent, household groceries, was $542. Okay? where originally I allowed myself $600. So I'm in the realm of the groceries. It hasn't really, I don't know. I did a conservative look at it. Then I also, when I do budgets, I've always done this, even in business. I say, okay, let's see, I got to get I had a shop, for a matter of fact, and I get hose clamps, put spark plugs in stock and all that kind of stuff. And I figured, okay, my budget for parts for the shop, on-hand parts, let's say I allowed myself $1,000, okay? And usually that was kind of high because I'd end up coming in around $700, $800, but I always had a $200 or $300 buffer above. So you get what I'm getting at here. So in other words, if I usually pay $250 for something, I just went ahead and said $300. Rounded it off to the next $50 or the $100. And I always stayed in that. And that's what's helped me over the years. And I figured, when I went into retirement, before I retired, I started this budget. And that's what I did on things like that. So I rounded it off. I go, okay, I considered back then in 2023, before I retired, I said, you know what? Groceries is costing us this much right now. Let's just go ahead and say $600 in 2025. Okay? So I know how to live comfortably and what I spend and what I can't spend. What's coming in, what's going out, and I have a buffer thing. And I've always been that way. And it's worked. It's really worked. It's very important to anybody when you retire or anything in your life, even if you're not retired, get a budget, make a budget. And you expect what your expenses is. Just like electric bill. If you know I'm just using this, maybe your electric bill's higher or lower, but let's say it's $260 a month you're averaging. The month before it was $255, So you go ahead and put in your mind, okay, 260, let's say I'm going to go ahead and put 280 for electric bill. And it always falls under 280. So if it falls down to 245, let's say, for example, you that much ahead, you got a buffer zone. I call it the buffer zone. And you allow yourself that. That way it keeps you in check of what you're going to spend, whatever you're going. If you're going out hiking or, surfboarding or whatever, going to concerts or whatever you do, you know what you can spend on that kind of stuff, and you don't have to worry because you got a little buffer zone. And it's very important. You can live life. Everybody, a lot of young people, budget, I can't go to the concert, I can't do this. Yeah, you can. You got it. If you learn to budget yourself and discipline yourself, the main thing to do this kind of stuff, you can have a wonderful world and be free. And free is the thing. I like free, man. And it's very important you do that. And I've always said this, you might be tired of me saying this, but you live for today, but save for tomorrow. And this is how you do it. And this is how you retire successfully in a world like this. And this is in a world, how do you retire in a world like this, part 4, I believe it is. And I like this series that I made. I don't get a lot of big booms, and I don't have the right clickbait on this video, but I enjoy doing it because it's true. It's very transparent. I'm not lying. I don't have to make clickbaits, doom and gloom, because I got an ego problem. I have a want to help people problem. And hopefully I get across. And please, and by that, so I don't get myself in trouble, let me just put the brakes on that wanting to help people. Okay, I'm not a licensed CPA. Okay, I'm not a real estate broker. I'm a real estate investor. Okay, I'm just a person. Just a regular old schmo, another bozo on the bus, whatever you want to call me, sharing his experience, strength, and hope. What I say might not work for you, okay? And I get it, okay, and that's good, But if there's anything that comes out of this video that helps you, then I feel good. If I feel like I help somebody, I feel really good. If it's one person I help, that's what matters. It's not 1,000 or 1,000,000 subscribers. It's that one person I get to. And that's very important to me. My last video is being humble, and that's true. I want to always practice humility. And I hope I'm doing it. I really am. Hey, you know what? Here's a challenge. You guys, I really value the viewers I have. I really do. Each and every one of you are very important. And you say kind things, and it makes me feel so good. Really do. And I got a bunch of good folks out there. And please, let me know if I ever step out of line. Sure you will. You guys don't hold back, but that's good. I love it. And always keep me in check. And, I hope I always stay humble. I really do. I'm going to practice that one day at a time. And with that, there's a lot of things important. My Lord Jesus Christ, my wife, my children, I love them, my family, my friends, my country, USA. Yes. And you folks, by all means, please, by all means, take care of yourself. God bless you.